Hey everybody, Abu here. Today we're going to be looking at Alidon's Ultimate Armory. It's a DLC size mod that includes new weapons, new armor, reskins, retextures, tons of unique items, new enchantments, anything you can imagine. Alidon's Armory is located just outside of Riverwood, on an icon called the Void Armory, just over the bridge here. The Armory includes boss battles, new missions, secret doors, merchants selling every type of item you can imagine, and new world spaces that are the size of cities. This impressive structure here in the middle has every standing stone, which we'll check out here in a moment.
Oh, did you need something?
We'll start here on the right. You have two unique Germea
Speak quickly.
merchants.
Yes? Hands off.
Some of which you can snag already. Daedric items, tons of items from in-game. Now you might be wondering how I'm able to open all these doors, because I have the Ring of Unlocking, which I'll detail in another video, the link of which I'll put in the description below. Now, this is more than just a cheat mod. As you'll see in a moment. In the main world space, you have tons of chests with every potion, every key.
Did you need something?
And all kinds of good
Need
loot.
Something?
The world space also has their own guard system with their own bounties. And lots of NPCs really help make it feel immersive. A little aside about the layout. Basically it's Riften, but with lava instead of water. Two main levels. And the third level up here. But we'll check that out here in a moment. First we'll go to the Void Teleportation room. One of the neat features about Alidon's Armory is the ability to fast travel to many unique locations within the game, not just to the main holds, but also to locations such as the Ethereum Forge, the Soul Cairn, Blackreach, and more. This can really help if you're playing later in the game or you can't be bothered to hunt down certain areas, or you don't want to go through 3 or 4 loading screens just to get to Blackreach. Over here are several test cells. Some of which can cause the game to crash. You can read some of these handy books around, they'll tell you a little bit more about it. Here are some Apocrypha locations that you can access early on. And these are just more locations as well that you can quickly fast travel to. But it really does help make the playthrough go a little bit quicker or smoother. Okay, we'll head back to the Void. Now there's a lot of areas in this game, and there's many layers to the mod, so I may not go through everything, but you'll get a good feel for everything that Alidon has put in here. And another quick aside while we're waiting. The mod is constantly updated. Let's go up here. So there may be a few other YouTube videos giving tours of the mod online, but they haven't been updated in a year, and there's so much more that has been added since. More merchants. Here's some shops. You can come in here. A lot of merchants. More merchants in here as well. Basically, they're cells with 15, 20 different merchants walking around. Maybe we'll check one on the way out.
You have. Take a look.
Here we have a lot of cool, unique merchants here. Every kind of armor you can buy and sell. You have a cool Reekling Junk Lord here selling you all kinds of knickknacks in the game. Some rare items. The list goes on, but I won't go through all of them since I'll keep this pretty quick.
Yes.
A giant selling you
Take a look.
a boomstick. And perhaps one of my favorite merchants in this mod,
Take a look.
selling you retextured versions of almost every armor. And a lot of these are all brand new reskins that Alidon's made solely for the mod, so you won't find these anywhere. Just to give you a little example, we'll put the armor on and you can see this cool crossbow. But just to give you a little example of the detail that he's put into this. More merchants, unique bows, and arrows. Sometimes you'll see some of the guys fighting here in the corner, but this mod is very, very immersive.
Take a look.
You can also buy any type of spider, which will save you many trips.
Yes. Take a look.
To Soul Cairn. And here we have unique dragon hunting weapons.
Until next time.
Alright, we'll head back down. Here's another unique crossbow. And more followers that you can recruit.
Don't think you can barter with me like one
And
of
we'll
those.
check out the Void Armory as we head down to the main level. Now there are keys that can be looted or found throughout the world space, whether they're in chests or killed off enemies in the Hall of Battles, and that allows you to access most of these rooms. Like I said, I'm using the Ring of Unlocking just for this video, but I probably will make a video showing you where all the rings are, just to kind of give you a little help in the walkthrough in case you want to actually do the legwork. Here's an example of Skyhaven Temple that's been converted to be in a library. So for example, if you're walking around, you can try and loot some of these guys and see if they have a key that will allow you to access a hidden space. Or again, you can check out my Ring of Unlocking video, which will be on the channel. In each of those bookshelves, by the way, there are dozens and dozens of books.
Need to leave
The
now.
next space we'll look at is the mess hall, with the merchant over here.
Need to leave.
Yes, this
And
one
several
needs
followers.
You need to leave. I've been hunting and fishing in
You
these
need to
parts for
leave.
years.
I don't know why he's telling me to leave, but we'll leave him be. Okay, as we continue, we'll head over here to the right, to the Plantation, which is a nice location to gather tons of raw materials. And you have farmers roaming around here as well.
Yes.
And apparently a...
May your next fight bring you victory, friend.
an orcish vampire lord. That would be a first.
Tidings.
And this orc stronghold, which is nothing too special, just I think a merchant or two and a few other NPCs roaming around, maybe a follower. But again, I'll leave that for you guys to explore on your own. In case you want Euroborograph
right.
to run around with you, you can fetch him right here. Now, the Armory is one of the largest spaces inside the mod, which really does help it feel like a legitimate DLC. Within here, you're going to find every unique item, every vanilla weapon in the game, every DLC, armor, tons of followers from every aspect of the game, tons of ammo. As you can see here, some stuff for the Hearthfire DLC. The Headless Horseman. Lots of jewelry, scrolls, clothes, unique armor. I mean, really anything that you're looking for in this game you can find. No need for console commands or downloading multiple mods. Everything you can imagine is here. And I just realized I didn't really show you guys the main space itself, so I'll run back here. You can see how well they've detailed the Hall of Sovngarde. We'll quickly run over here and just show you a bunch of other followers, unique followers, and you can loot some food and some cups and some junk. Not really.
Need something?
Need something?
Not really the loot you may be looking for, but that's going
Yes.
to be on the other
Yeah.
side here. But most of these
Yes.
are followers that you can just pick up and bring with you throughout the world. Alright, so here you have an arcane enchanter with all the different enchanting equipment. And here are all the enchantments. So you can actually select all of these and then go to the arcane enchanter and basically verify that you've found everything in the game, or maybe found some enchantments you haven't heard of before. Tons of overpowered alchemy items, potions, workbench, unique helmets for improved smithing. That's if you want to really become overpowered. Grab some of these and then loop them up and you're in business. Let's see what's down here. Some weapons that you can pick. A lot of these are unique. Very interesting enchantments. Lots of armor. This blank space here has, well, as you can imagine. Here are some visual effects. So in case you want to give the effect of well, basically any effect you can imagine. You can pick here. Some more custom gear. I won't spend too much time on this. These mini ward walls also have some cool stuff, but I'll leave that for you guys to play around with. The Hermias Morris bow, I think, actually shoots tentacles at your opponents, which is pretty neat. A lot of spell tomes with unique spells. Here you can learn powers to call certain dragons and breathe mist like an Atronach. Not an Atronach, sorry. A Dwarven Centurion. Alright, so we'll head out of here. Alright, from the Armory we'll continue on to the Hall of Battles. And this is one of my favorite parts of the entire mod, which really make it like a DLC. Each mod, or each room rather, has its own battle space. So I'll show you guys the Valley of the Giants. So I hope I don't get killed here. We'll see how this goes. I picked up a couple silver powered things just for this, so we'll see if I can survive it. Some drop giants, regular giants. And Karthai. How about that? So obviously you can make this a little bit more challenging. So one of the reasons why you check a lot of these bodies is because you'll find some unique weapons, or you'll find some keys to otherwise locked locations within the world. Do we check Karstag? Nah, we'll leave that as is. So some of the battles have werewolves, vampire lords, all kinds of stuff. But like I said, I put some of this gear on just to show you that battle so I wouldn't get knocked out. And the Oblivion Realm is basically hundreds of Jamora. So that's kind of the ultimate boss battle here. The arena is pretty cool. You can fight all the dragon priests at once. There's a dimension that's literally like a giant sweet roll, and you can imagine what that is. There's another space called Ragnarok in the battles that also has some really cool, unique villains to fight and loot to pick up. And again, all of these chests have awesome loot, so if you're looking to get rich quick, that's a good way to do that. Oh, and the Daedric room is pretty amazing as well. You have this giant Hermaeus Mora. Oh, not Hermaeus Mora. Molag Bal. Here you have a lot of Daedric followers that you can pick up. All the different unique Daedric items. One of the shades you can actually recruit as a follower. I'm sure there's a way to open that door, but I won't figure that out now. We'll just keep it rolling.
Yes, Sarah?
What do you
If you ever want Sheer Gorath
All
to
right then.
follow you around,
Azura's
there's your opportunity.
friend.
And these are all the different Daedric artifacts from the entire game. Now I really don't want to go into too much detail because I don't want to give anything away, in
And
case
what
somebody
might
hasn't
you
finished the
need?
whole game or hasn't completed all the challenges yet. But you may recognize the door from the Dark Brotherhood and the Night Mother's coffin. Okay, now that we've gone through the Daedric room, we'll run to the Hero's Inn, and I'll quickly run in a circle and show you this area. But this may remind you of one of your favorite taverns in Riverwood. Albeit packed with
What do you need?
every kind of follower you could possibly imagine.
Need something.
And some
Yes, sirrah.
really cool
Need
followers down
something.
here.
Until next time.
You're someone who can get things done. I like that.
Need something? May the gods watch over your battles, friend.